Welcome to our latest episode of 30 Minutes of Dubai Influence. I'm joined here by one of our lovely influencers, Sana. Sana, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course, it's our pleasure. Sana, why don't you start off by giving us a brief introduction to yourself, your background, and what exactly it is you do here in Dubai?
So, I've been raised in Dubai my whole life, and I'm currently in between three completely different types of jobs. One of the things that you do know a lot about is my Instagram, which is basically fashion related, car related, style related content. What I do on the side is freelancing as a creative director for magazines, mostly fashion magazines, as well as I do work in a private company which is related to cars and all that.
Thank you so much for that lovely answer, Sana. And first, we're going to start off by doing like a quick icebreaker. So I just want to ask, what's the most unusual or interesting thing that happened to you this week?
Unusual, I'm not so sure, but the most interesting thing was our visit, which we did to the Center. Yeah, Census Center, which was honestly one of the best experiences. And I had no idea that there was a place like that in Dubai, and it was extremely interesting.
Yeah, you know what? I also kind of agree. Like that was completely a true eye opener.
For sure.
It really gives you like a new perspective on
I
how
think you guys will hear more about it soon.
yeah, and
all
how
over their social
grateful
media.
we should be about the kind of lives we're leading.
For sure.
Wow. Yeah,
And
it was
how impactful we can be, you know?
exactly
Yeah.
like us going there and spending some time with them. It was truly it made their day, and to see that joy
It
and
made our day.
it made my
Yeah.
day as well. But like they were so excited and just so it's so heartwarming, but it's also kind of bittersweet because they don't get to experience that every day.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very good to come together as a community, and I feel like Dubai has that opportunity a lot, so it's good to take the chances when you can.
I agree. This is a fantasy scenario, just
Okay.
to like break the ice. If you could have dinner with any three people, dead or alive, who would they be and why?
Oh my God. Al Pacino,
Oh, interesting.
Audrey Hepburn.
Mm-hmm.
Who would be my third person? Probably someone in Hollywood.
I mean, Al Pacino, Audrey Hepburn.
Yeah.
Pretty Hollywood.
Pretty they would be enough for me. I'll just have dinner with them.
Why would you want to have dinner with Audrey Hepburn?
I'm in love with everything about her. Her movies, the script lines, her as a person, the things she did.
She's definitely one of a kind.
She's definitely one of a kind.
Would you consider her like a fashion inspiration or someone you look up to, a fashion
110%.
icon?
For sure. For sure.
What about her style, like makes you interested in how she wears her looks, or is there a specific thing you like about her style, or
Again, I'm so drawn to her as a person and her personality, and
Her
I feel
aura.
like exactly her aura and the things she did, and I feel like her style just complements her as a person so well. So, and I love that elegance and classic style that she has. So it's
yeah? I mean, that's like
Definitely
it's
one of my
very
favorites.
timeless as well. Like if Audrey Hepburn were to be like a celebrity today. I mean,
would
she
still
is
go,
in a
it would
way.
still work, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
But if
yeah.
she were to be like someone on TikTok,
yeah, I know it would
it
still
would
work.
still work, and that's so iconic when you think
It
about
is
it.
for
you know?
sure.
Okay. So, what's your guilty pleasure movie or TV show that you secretly enjoy but might not admit to your followers?
Oh my God, it's actually a cartoon, which I've been watching since I was a kid.
What
And I
is it?
always watch it. Have you seen Anastasia?
Oh my god, I love
Really?
it.
Oh
I
my God,
love it.
not many people know about it. I've been
We're talking
obsessed
about
with
the
this.
Russian
Yes,
girlie,
yes,
right?
yes, yes, the Russian girlie. Oh
With
my
the
God.
dog.
With the princess, yes.
Yeah.
She's one of my favorite movies of all time
So you still watch it to this day?
to this day.
Oh wow.
It's like if
I
I, want a
mean-
comfort movie, that's what I'm going to watch.
I mean, that's not really a guilty pleasure, to be honest with you. Like, it's cute.
It's
Yeah, a guilty pleasure would be
Go.
like something you're embarrassed to admit.
No, I mean, yeah. But
So
I
you don't
think,
have
yeah.
any? You don't have any?
No. No, I was embarrassed to admit that.
Okay. If you could time travel to any era or decade, when and where would you go, and what would you do?
1950s and 60s, I would probably go to the set of Sabrina, which is one of Audrey Hepburn's movies. I just love that era and that whole like Hollywood at that time and the movies that were being made at that time.
Okay, so I've noticed that you are a big fan of Audrey.
Yeah.
And so, what movie of hers would you say is your favorite?
Sabrina. For
Sabrina.
sure, yeah.
Okay, and do you have like any other interest in maybe filmmaking or theater or?
I actually did theater my entire high school years, and I was also studying creative directing and all of that, which is why I'm doing creative direction now for magazines, which is the closest thing I can get to in Dubai.
Yeah.
But no, movies have definitely been a very big passion of mine, and they still are. But I feel like at that time and the genres that they were at that time, I really appreciate.
Okay, now my next question is, what's the most recent film you've watched?
What's the most recent film I watched?
I just watched Wonka yesterday.
Well, oh my god, how was it? I've been
It
dying
was
to
so
watch
cute.
it. Oh my god,
You
I
should
really
totally
wanted to
watch it if you haven't.
I watched Tokyo Drift last night
No
for the
way.
first time. That's the most recent movie I watched.
Wow.
And it was really
Did you
good.
enjoy it?
Yes. Have you seen
Okay.
it?
I mean, I'm not really a fan of Fast and Furious.
Okay. I didn't even know it's a part of Fast and Furious till like the
Is
mid
it
movie.
not?
It is.
It is, right?
Yeah, yeah, it is.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not really into the vroom vroom stuff, but
Okay.
yeah.
Got you. Got you.
But yeah, you should definitely check out Wonka if you've been meaning to watch it. It was
Yeah,
really
yeah.
cute.
For sure, I will.
Yeah. Okay, so my next question and last question of the segment is, what's one social media trend or behavior that annoys you the most?
Clickbait stuff, or like stuff that like they go up to people and they do something, and then you can see the person is like in an awkward situation about it, or they're so uncomfortable about it.
Yeah.
It really annoys me.
It really does. And clickbait's obviously, I mean,
Yeah.
fake information, but like when, you know, what makes me really cringe is when you can clearly tell that the person they're interviewing or the person they walked up to is very uncomfortable. And it's so cringe.
At least don't share it afterwards.
Exactly.
You know?
Why
Like,
did you
yeah.
have to post this? Like, we
Yeah.
did not have to see this.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to move on to our next segment called Never Have I Ever.
Oh God. Okay.
Except there's no drinking involved, so
Okay,
you can
fine.
relax. We're gonna incorporate the card into the game. So if you have, it's green.
Okay.
If you haven't, it's red. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so never have I ever collaborated with another influencer and had an unexpected, hilarious moment during the collaboration.
I haven't.
Oh, okay. Maybe
I don't
sometime
really
in
do
the future.
collaborations.
You've never collaborated with any other influencer?
No, I do with brands, but not influencers.
Would you like to in the future?
Yeah.
Is there someone you might want to work with? Maybe you can, you know, shout them out here.
I will hit them up. Hit me up. For sure, yeah.
Okay. Never have I ever accidentally revealed something about my personal life while recording content.
I definitely have. But I haven't posted it. I've kept it to
So
myself.
it's in the drafts?
It's in the drafts, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Never have I ever tried a trend just for the views, even if it wasn't something I would typically do.
I for sure have. But then also I've either not posted it or then I've taken it down.
Because you're
Because
embarrassed.
I'm like overthinking it the whole time, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh
like,
my God, I did. People are going to find
or
this.
like, or sometimes I feel like for me, if I'm doing something just because I feel like people, I don't post content,
Yeah.
but like in other parts of my life, if I'm doing something just because I think people will like it, usually they don't.
Exactly,
It
yeah.
backfires.
So you know what happened? This is during COVID when
Yeah.
everyone was on TikTok.
Yeah.
I was like, it's so cringy to me. But then I was like, I'm going to do it because everyone's doing it. And I was like, oh no, I'm going to take it down.
Not
was
on
my-
my watch.
no,
I'm
I was
taking
like,
it
no, no,
down.
no.
Okay. Never have I ever faced negative comments or criticism and turned it into a positive learning experience. Have you ever had a social media backlash?
I have, yeah. Not backlash, but
like
I do receive.
People hating.
Yeah, but it's funny because they don't comment. They just send me a DM.
Wow, that's extreme.
Yeah. And sometimes it's like a whole paragraph. I think this, and this about you. I was
Oh,
like, well,
wow. That's literally
Yeah.
dedication.
yeah.
Imagine
But
sliding
it's
someone's
kind of,
DM.
I feel like you're doing something right. If
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, when you have haters, you know
Yeah.
you've made it for sure. That's true. Never have I ever created content that I thought wouldn't resonate with my audience, but actually ended up being a hit.
I have as well, yeah.
You have.
Yeah. The thing is, a
Yeah.
lot of my followers are people I know. So like a lot, honestly, like I know people say this, but really all my followers are people I've met through work, especially when I do creative direction for the magazines and all of that. I meet so many people in the fashion industry. So a lot of those people are my followers, and hence why it's very fashion related, and hence why I don't feel the need to post stuff that are just trending, you know, to be trending, because I feel like I have my own base of people that I would rather keep than to grow and, you know, become something else.
Makes complete sense. Yeah. Okay, so before we move on to our next segment, I'd like to remind our viewers to please follow our lovely guest, Sana, at Sana Varsh on Instagram. And please don't forget to follow our sponsors at mpl.studio and our page at the_I_influence. Now, for the next segment, it's called Fashion and Confidence. Yes, you can. You may. How do you believe fashion contributes to a person's confidence and self-expression?
I feel like it does in so many ways. I mean, personally, has been a lot of times where from the morning to the evening I'm working and I look like crap. Can I say crap? I don't look good. Crap, I don't look good the entire day. And then there's an event at the night that I need to, you know, dress up for or do. I feel so much better when I change my makeup, I change my clothes. And then people are like, is that you from the morning? And I'm like, yeah. So it definitely plays a big role on your confidence. And I feel like it's also, sometimes you ask a person what they do for a living and then they're like, oh, it makes so much sense once you see their whole look. So it's a very big saying, I feel like.
And it's also true, like once you look your best, you definitely feel your best.
100%.
It's all like from, even if you wake up feeling awful, as soon as you make that decision to dress up, it lifts you.
For sure.
Or even if you don't want to dress up, even if you put like a lip gloss, or like do your eyebrows, immediately you're like, oh, I feel better.
And vice versa. I feel like if I'm not happy with what I'm wearing, or if I'm not comfortable, like you're wearing an uncomfortable shoe, the whole day it's like such a bad day.
We do make it hard on ourselves, I think, where you buy maybe clothes that are too tight or shoes that are too tight, but they're so pretty. So you're like, oh, they're not in my size, but it's okay. I'll suffer for a few hours.
No, I've learned not to do that at all, because I feel like it brings you down at the end.
It really does. It really does. So, I mean, comfort
is key.
Exactly. Okay, so have you ever taken on a style challenge or experimented with a look that was out of your comfort zone?
Yes, I have. I did for this year's Dubai Fashion Week. I had to really like take it up a notch, and like my personal style is very casual. I feel like a lot of the times I'm very simple, but for Fashion Week I did step it up a notch, and it was actually very interesting to do that, because you kind of have to step out of your comfort zone while also making it your own look. So
exactly,
that was
you still have to remain true to yourself.
Exactly,
yeah. You can't be. If it weren't true for yourself, I feel like people would be able to tell that it's a bit of a costume.
For sure,
like you're going to a costume party. So yeah, I completely agree with you. And where do you find inspiration for your fashion content? Are you on Pinterest?
Oh my god, yeah, I live on Pinterest.
I think that's like every girl, to be honest with you.
For sure. No, especially for my creative direction work, like Pinterest is my hub, it's my go-to. So
mood boards and everything.
For sure, Pinterest. But also a lot of the times people outside. I do a lot of like people watching sometimes, and that really inspires me. Yeah.
Cool.
I feel like, okay, that top goes well with that top and that thing, and put things together.
Especially in a place like Dubai, where you have so many different types of people.
Yeah.
Which means so many different types of tastes.
You can take a little bit of everything from here and there, and then make it your own.
That's actually a good
really
idea.
cool.
I think I might start doing that as well. People watching.
You see, you'll catch me just sitting and like,
hey, I like that. I should do that. Okay. If you could collaborate with any fashion designer, who would it be? And what type of clothing or accessory would you create?
Mike Amiri.
No way.
Yeah. Do you know Mike Amiri? No.
I don't.
He's one of my favorite designers.
Yeah. Never heard of him, to be honest.
He's mostly street style designer. But his works is just amazing. Like, I'll insert something here.
We can insert some of his work,
I will, for sure. I will give you content for all of that. But Mike Amiri, and I would probably make a gown with him, because he does street style. So I feel like it would be really cool if we could do like a red carpet look.
Yeah, very interesting.
With his vision.
That would look amazing, I think. What color do you think it would be? Do you have a vision for this or?
I do have a vision for it. I'll keep it for him.
Can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a couple years.
Okay. How does your personal style differ from the fashion you showcase on your social media? Does it differ from the fashion you showcase on
I
your
feel
social
like
media?
sometimes for social media, you do have to be a bit extra. And I feel like I am. You know, just to make it more interesting and to make it. I mean, I would personally rather see, because half the time I'm in like biker shorts and oversized t-shirts. So I feel like, you know,
Exactly.
it
That
kind of, you
wouldn't
need to
get-
balance it
yeah,
out. Yeah,
that wouldn't get the
so
views or
for
the
sure
likes,
on
yeah.
Instagram and stuff, I'm a bit more overdressed than I am.
I think that's the case for everyone though. Like nobody, I mean, I don't know if I can say nobody, but most people will
Yeah.
only put out
I do
whatever.
Put out, yeah, I do put out the other side as well.
Yeah.
But I mean, my main core content is like styles that people can save and take inspiration from and things like
Exactly.
that. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so how would you say your personal style has evolved over the years?
It has evolved in a way where I feel like it's just the same core thing that I had as a teenager. I was a very tomboy girl
No
as a teenager. Yeah.
way.
Like when I was
I would
younger.
never guess that.
Yeah, like 12, 13, I was full like Avril Lavigne, hair
Punk
straight,
rock.
skateboarding. Yeah, that was me.
Yeah.
With like these gloves on and all the time. So I feel like I've just kind of taken that like yearly. It's just to take it down a notch. And now, especially because of my work and everything that's going on in my life, I feel like I am leaning more towards the feminine side of it. But I feel like I've just kept evolving the
Getting
same
more
look
and
that I
more
had from the
gradually and gradually evolving into
Yeah.
being a girly girl. Then I wouldn't say you're a girly girl.
I'm not
though.
a girly
just-
girl. No,
I would say you're like a regular girl.
I'm a
right?
regular girl. I'm a
Yeah,
regular girl.
you're not a tomboy, but you're not
Yeah.
super like girly girls where like
Yeah,
where
yeah.
you're like, oh, I wear pink all day.
No, I never wear pink.
Have you watched
I
Barbie?
I did watch
Speaking of-
Barbie. Oh my god.
Oh my god, I
You know
loved
what was so
Barbie.
funny? I went with a group of my friends, and apparently we had a rule of everybody has to come wearing pink. I had nobody told me, so
No
everybody comes
way.
wearing pink, and I'm there with my black T-shirt, like what's
Even
going on?
I didn't own anything pink, but I went shopping for like pink pants.
Okay.
So I watched it in pink.
Oh, that's.
It
I
was
should have done
so
that. I didn't know.
cute.
Nobody
I
told
was
me.
so excited about Barbie. You have no idea how I was anticipating this movie coming out for like a year.
Really? I was so excited to watch it as well, but I was just like the odd one out. We're like a group of people, and I'm like the only one wearing black. And I was like, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The theater I went to, like everyone was in pink.
Same. Everyone was. I
Yeah.
was like the odd one out.
It
Yeah.
was so cute.
But that was fun. That was a fun era. I feel like
It's
gonna,
such
we're
a
gonna
fun era.
remember
Let's
it
go
and be
back.
like,
Let's go back to 3-4 months ago.
Summer.
Yeah. Okay. What are 3 wardrobe essentials that you believe everyone should have?
A comfortable pair of shoes, black pants, and a black top.
Exactly. I mean, black is classic.
First
You
of
have
all,
to
you
own
can
something
live in that, and then you can always accessorize it. You can add
Exactly.
different types of jackets. You can literally wear the same thing every day and
You
just
can
keep
add a blazer.
dressing it
You
in
can
different
add,
ways.
Yeah, you can wear a sweater.
I do that.
Especially in this like season now, it's getting
Yeah.
colder. So yeah, there's so much you can do with black. So if you had to describe your signature fashion look in 3 words, what would they be?
Comfortable, for sure. Classic. And how can I put it? I don't know if there's a word for it, but like on brand. Like I feel like it's so important to wear the right thing at the right place.
Yeah, on point.
On point, yeah,
Yeah,
on point.
on
No,
Wink,
but
wink.
it is, and also as yeah, wearing the right thing to the right place is very important, and being
Exactly.
comfortable is very
That's
important.
true.
Again, so I would not go to an event if my clothes are not comfortable or if I'm not
Yeah.
happy with how I look and whatever, because I feel like mentally I'm more like it needs to mentally match in my head before I do anything.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. Fair enough. Like, yeah, I wouldn't do that. I think too. It has
Yeah.
to match the theme.
For sure.
Otherwise, you'll feel so out of place and you'll be self-conscious the entire time. Maybe people wouldn't care because, to be honest, no one cares as much as we do about ourselves.
I know. No, also
We're our own like biggest critics, but
yeah.
yeah, I would still be very uncomfortable if
Yeah.
I didn't match the theme. Okay, what fashion trends do you predict will be big in the upcoming season and why?
I think business chic is very much in. It was in last year. I feel like
Yeah.
it's gonna evolve into next year. So is like ballet style.
No
I feel like
way.
a mixture of that is gonna be really
Do you think
big.
ballet flats will make a comeback?
they've been back.
Yeah,
They've
but
been
not in
back.
the way that they were like in the early 2000s. I mean, the late 2000s.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like
Yeah.
within spring, summer, we're gonna see a lot of that, and I feel like fur coats and everything that's coming. Have you seen? Like, you open your. I mean, I don't use TikTok, but when I do
Yeah.
open TikTok, it's all like fur jackets and things like that. So I feel
Yeah.
like prints, patterns, they're like, and specifically colors have been like trending nowadays. Before it was like specific styles. Now it's like a certain color, like
Yeah.
the cherry red that was going on, and then the color of next year is like a coral peach color.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll see more of that.
And do you think, like, speaking of TikTok, I am on TikTok a lot. So I've been watching like girls make fun of how we used to dress in the late 2000s, like in 2009, 2010, 2011, like when we'd wear these massive necklaces, like huge necklaces. I don't know if you remember them.
Of course I do.
We would wear them on our necks.
Yeah.
So do you think those could possibly make a comeback? And if so, why? What have we done to deserve this?
I hope they don't, but I feel like at the same time, if they do, I feel like nowadays people are gonna make it look so cool. So at the same time, I would be excited if things like that happen.
I would. Those are like one of the. I'm not looking forward to those making a comeback. I hated them. You know, even back then, like I would wear them because I wanted to fit
Yeah.
in, and I was younger. So when you're younger, you're just trying to fit in.
Yeah.
But even then, I didn't like them.
No, you know what I didn't like? You remember the time when you would wear like 3 different types of tops on top of each other
Exactly,
and like
yes.
different colored leggings with different. I hope that never comes back.
Or putting the headbands on your arms
Yeah.
and hands as bracelets. Do you remember those?
Yep. That was Avril Lavigne look I was telling you about. Yep.
Oh, we're so funny. Okay. Can you share a funny or memorable fashion fail from your past that you can laugh about now?
Oh my God, yes. I mean, it's not really a fashion fail. I went to one of my friend's proms, and again, because I was such a tomboy, it was like the first time I was wearing a gown. And so I had no idea this is even humanly possible for some reason at the age of 15. We were sitting in a car, and I was supposed to come out from the back seat. And I stepped on my dress coming out of the car, and there were like people filming us from outside of the car. So then the second I stepped out of the car, I landed with my face first on the ground. That was my prom experience, but that was probably the only thing that was related to fashion that was also so embarrassing to this day.
Oh my God, how did you survive that?
I was like, how does one step in its own dress? I had no idea.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, that sounds so humiliating.
It was, but at the same time, I got up like 2 seconds later. I was like, okay, let's go.
You know,
Let's
but
go
you know
inside.
what? These kind of moments, I feel like they build character. They really do. Like you realize that nobody. Also, like I feel like for you, you might have been like, "Oh my God, this is so embarrassing."
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure, like, if you went back and asked everyone who was present at that moment if they remember, a lot of them would probably be like, "You fell."
No, people were laughing. It was bad. I was laughing. It was really bad.
But do you think they remember to this day?
For sure. It was like one of the funniest moments of their life. But the thing is, ever since then, I really didn't care. Like, I've
Yeah.
always been, I've never overthinked that much about, you know, this type of situations. I always laugh about it, so it's fine.
This has just reminded me about what happened to me yesterday. But
did
like
you?
no one caught me, which is so funny. So I was at the metro and I was like trying to take the escalator up to the metro, right? For some reason, I was really tired. For some reason,
You went the other way. I know this because I've done that.
dude, I went
done that.
up the stairs, the escalator that's going down, and I'm like, why am I being pushed back?
Oh my God. That's so good that no one was there.
There were people, but no one noticed because it was like I just went up like 3 steps, but I was like, "What is happening? Why am I being pushed back?"
Oh my God, no.
And then I realized that I was going the wrong way, and I was like, "Oh my God,
I've done that. It's
I'm glad I didn't fall. That would have been so embarrassing." Oh wow, but yeah, like moments like
yeah, I can just imagine.
it was so embarrassing. I can't believe I just admitted it here.
It's okay. Nobody,
Yeah,
as you said, nobody will.
no one cares as much as we do.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. If you could collaborate with any celebrity on a project, you name it, could be a film, could be like a music video. Would you want to direct a music video? I mean, it's very similar to creative direction.
Yes, I would love to direct anything creative.
Yeah. So who would you love to collaborate with? A celebrity, an artist, a music artist, a musician?
Lana Del Rey. Oh. Yeah.
You know who's a big fan of Lana Del Rey? Like the biggest fan?
Princess?
He's gonna kill us for calling him princess.
For sure.
He's obsessed with her.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Lana Del Rey, that's interesting. So you would work on a music video together, right?
Yeah.
Slay.
I would love,
That
oh my
looks-
God, yeah, I would love that.
What's your favorite Lana song?
Chemtrails in the countryside.
Mm, cool. Okay. My favorite Lana song is probably Love Song.
Love song.
Yeah, it's from, I think, the album called Lust for Life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I take that back. Young and Beautiful.
Oh, yeah. Of course, a
I don't think
classic.
anything can ever.
Mm-hmm.
That whole movie, The Great Gatsby, is like.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't remember the entire plot. But
No, you need to rewatch it.
Yeah, I
That's
need to
also
rewatch it for
actually
sure.
one of my guilty
I actually
pleasures.
read one of the books. I mean, I read the book, not one
Okay.
of the books. I read the book, but yeah, it was a long time ago.
Mhm.
I think I might need to rewatch
No,
and reread
watch
the book.
movie. It's
Yeah.
such a beautiful movie.
It's
and
so
it's such a beautiful storyline.
Yeah, I remember like everything being so stunning.
Exactly. Yeah, they
Yeah.
made it in such an incredible way that like
Yeah.
it's very nice. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming, Sana.
Thank you
I had so
for
much
having
fun.
me. Oh my God, me too. We should do this
I
every
can't
day.
believe it's been 30 minutes already.
No way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
me
has
too.
been. Thank you so much. To our lovely viewers, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And please don't forget to follow Sana at Sana Varsh on Instagram. And don't forget to follow our sponsors at mpl.studio. And don't forget to follow us as well at the_I_influence. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming, Sana.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thanks for joining us on this diverse journey through the world of creators here at Icons. Whether you're into fashion, fitness, lifestyle, or any other form of creative expression, we've got you covered. If you've enjoyed the vibes and insights from our incredible guests, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. And follow us on our Instagram at the_I_influence for a closer look behind the scenes. From the Creators Hub at MPL Studios to your screens, we're your passport to the dynamic world of content creators in Dubai, giving you real experiences through real eyes. Stay inspired, stay connected, and keep creating.